Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Eyes are on the Electoral College today, which will look to make a Trump presidency official. But there is a major push to stop the votes from being cast. We'll take a closer look at that. Also, a brutal attack, what police say this man did to his Uber passenger that has now landed him behind bars. And brutally cold temperatures all across the metro area. We've been in the single digits all morning long. What we're seeing today, will it last the next few days? Those dangerously cold temperatures top our news this noon. Thank you so much for joining us. Our Brandon Rue has been watching over the bitter cold and how this is really kind of taking a hold of our area for the next few days, Brandon.
Yeah, we're going to start to see warmer temperatures tomorrow, but the wind is going to be stronger tomorrow, so it won't feel much warmer. We have temperatures getting out of the single digits just about everywhere, except Adrian, struggling all morning as the coldest spot, Lenawee County. 14 at Metro, it's 14 City Airport. We have 13 from Howell over to Pontiac, and 16 degrees, the warm spot right now in Lapeer. The winds have picked up here through the midday, and they are in that 5 to 15 mile an hour range, enough to keep our wind chills sub-zero. Feels like -1 out at Metro. That's our official number. Ann Arbor 3 below, 2 below in Pontiac. Some areas up north not quite as cold, believe it or not, but 2 below down in Monroe. So 14 now, on our way to about 16 degrees, struggling to warm up. Very bright out there, too, so we're layered up, and we've got the shades going with all the reflection off of the snowpack. Coming up, we will talk about the potential for a wind chill advisory overnight, the beginning of winter this week, and a couple of snow chances. In the meantime, you can get ahead of the game. Head to the Local 4 weather update on clickondetroit.com. That is your 4-zone weather. Find your zone. Rhonda?
All right, Brandon, thank you. And with these brutally cold temperatures, kids and teens across the city of Detroit may not have a place to call home and to stay warm, for that matter. And that's where the Matrix Off the Streets program comes in. Evrod Cassimy joins us with more on this program and how crucial it is to keep these kids safe this winter, but to give them also a new start on life. Tell us more about it.
Oh, well, we are inside right now of what's known as Matrix on the Streets. It's a house here that's giving these kids, as you mentioned, a second chance at life. And it's really a safe place for at-risk teens and even homeless teens to come in and have a safe place to stay. And we're talking about teens off the streets due to problems in her own life and her own home that have almost forced her to live on the streets. The agency has open space available to keep teens like her off the streets, especially during these brutally cold winter months. They're about half full right now, but they serve up to 10 teens ages 12 to 17 for about 3 weeks or more, depending on their situation. Here, they have access to things that they would in their everyday life, plus a whole lot more.
I thank God for being here, because if I wasn't here, I could probably be out there somewhere. And God, Lord, only God knows what would happen.
And that was our Evrod Cassimy reporting on a great program with Matrix. Turning now to a really troubling story out of Oakland County. A Beverly Hills man is now recovering after police say that he was stabbed 5 times, allegedly, by the Uber driver that was driving him over the weekend. That driver is now behind bars and facing multiple charges. Priya Mann picks it up from here live with where this all happened. And Priya, I understand this attack happened after the Uber driver felt disrespected. What does that all mean?
And Rhonda, the situation escalated dramatically. That 49-year-old Beverly Hills man was stabbed 5 times in the chest, back, and face. He was able to disarm the driver and restrain him until police arrived. Now, the alleged attack happened around 1:30 Saturday morning. The victim was stabbed in a parking lot at Maple Road and Cranbrook in Bloomfield Township. A Birmingham officer was nearby and found the 2 men fighting in the back seat of a 2012 Honda Civic. Now, police say the victim and his wife called for an Uber after a holiday party, and when the car pulled up, the victim says he tapped on the window to let the driver know they were about to get in. Police say the driver, 23-year-old Jacob Matthew Alaman, felt the man disrespected his vehicle. Alaman drove them about a mile when police say he then ordered the couple out of the car. Police say the victim asked if they could wait for another Uber due to the snowstorm you might recall on Saturday, and that's when it's alleged Alaman allegedly stabbed the victim multiple times in the back seat. Now, Oakland County Prosecutor's Office have charged the Berkeley man with assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, and Alaman was arraigned on Sunday. His bond was set at $250,000. The victim expected to make a full recovery, but a very troubling case, and police continue to investigate. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya, thank you. In other news this noon, the Macomb County Sheriff's Department has not released the name of a driver killed in a head-on crash in Harrison Township early this morning. Investigators say that one car was passing another on North River Road. It's a two-lane roadway here when the passing car hit an oncoming car head-on. The 18-year-old driver of the passing car was killed. The driver of the car that was struck is hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. It is not known if alcohol may have played a factor in this crash this morning, but certainly a tragedy there that family members are dealing with. Today, a Donald Trump presidency could be made official as the Electoral College will cast their votes. Trump's team claiming that Democrats are trying to delegitimize his win amid allegations that Russia tampered with the elections. In just hours, Michigan's 16 presidential electors will meet in Lansing to cast their votes. Our Nick Monticelli has more.
Well, good afternoon. It could be an interesting day with protests scheduled across the country today. The Clinton campaign saying that the Russian hacking is influential. The Trump campaign saying that the Clintons are trying to delegitimize the process. Crews have already begun building the inauguration stage, even though the inauguration is over a month away. Today, though, 538 electors will gather in their respective state capitals to vote, including in Lansing. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote on election night, but President-elect Donald Trump got more than the 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. But Trump's team says Democrats are trying to delegitimize the election.
We've got electors that are receiving 200,000 emails.
Much of that comes after Russia's hacking of Clinton staffer emails. Hillary Clinton's campaign manager questions whether the election was fair.
I think it was distorted by the Russian intervention, let's put it that way.
A new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll shows 55% of Americans are concerned about Russia's interference in the election. But Trump's handlers say there is no evidence the hacking swayed voters.
Hillary Clinton and her team spent $1.2 billion, lost an election they should have won, didn't see us coming, and got a lot of help, frankly, from people in the media who are still trying to fight the last war.
Now, from here again, all these ballots are going to be cast across the country. They will be collected and sent to Washington, D.C. to be counted by the House and Senate. That will happen on January 6th. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Nick, thank you. The historic home of Edsel and Eleanor Ford in Grosse Pointe Shores may soon undergo a new restoration effort. The Grosse Pointe Shores Planning Commission is going to be considering a plan next month to add a new visitor center and administration building on the grounds of what is commonly called the Ford House. The construction is the second phase of a restoration project at the estate. Ford House will remain open during the construction. And coming up, a daring Santa Claus goes to great lengths to bring gifts to dozens of kids. What this Santa was scaling, and we'll tell you now, it's certainly not a chimney. Also, remembering Hollywood legend Zsa Zsa Gabor. Families and stars across the world paying tribute to the icon after she passed away over the weekend. But first, a fragile ceasefire has resumed in Aleppo as thousands are desperate to escape this war-torn city where the rebels and government militants stand as of now. Welcome back, everybody. A ceasefire is back in place in Syria, and refugees are streaming out of the battle-scared city of Aleppo. Buses have lined up to take evacuees away from Syria's largest city, which has been bombarded by Syrian and Russian forces, which have routed rebel fighters. Hunger has been rampant in Aleppo, and evacuees storm trucks that arrive to distribute food. For many, this is the first quality meals that they've had in years. They are leaving behind a city torn apart by a civil war that has not yet ended. And Zsa Zsa Gabor, who became one of the first people who was famous for being famous, passed away on Sunday at her home in Los Angeles, just shy of her 100th birthday. Gabor was a Hungarian beauty queen who went to Hollywood, made amazing movies, but captured the public eye with a lavish lifestyle and a string of 9 husbands. She was declining in her health for many years and died on Sunday of a heart attack. Zsa Zsa Gabor was 99 years old. She lived a long life. Americans needing health care and being reminded that today is the deadline for signing up for Obamacare coverage. The deadline had been set for last Thursday, but a surge in applicants prompted, I should say, the Obama administration to push that deadline up to today. The administration set a goal of nearly 14 million people to sign up. They say that no changes are expected in next year's coverage. So when he has the opportunity, Santa Claus will come down a chimney to deliver presents. But in Berlin, Germany, on Sunday, Santa came down a skyscraper. Santa started his trip from the top of the building and climbed 100 yards down a rope ladder to enter a cafe on the skyscraper's 24th floor. He then hand-delivered gifts to dozens of children that gathered there for a special event. Who knew that Santa could scale down buildings? Pretty impressive. Well, still ahead, Toyota unveiling a brand new vehicle, what makes this car so unique, and why the automaker thinks that it will be a big hit for the upcoming Olympics. Brandon?
Exciting stuff. And looking at the Detroit River, the ice chunks are coming down, and that's not real surprising here. We have wind chills, all sub-zero, all 4 zones. Dangerous cold, even more so than this, in the forecast. Next.
The race is on to get presents delivered in time for Christmas, but are your precious packages being handled with care?
When I opened the box, the bottle was completely broken and I just got hit in the face with this crazy smell.
One company is taking extraordinary measures to get your deliveries on time, but not everyone is happy about it.
So expensive for shipping that I wish they were taken more care of.
The Defenders expose the delivery decision that could make or break this Christmas. Tonight at 11.
Visit Suburban.
Welcome back, everybody. Time to talk about these bitterly cold temperatures and if we're going to get a little break from the deep freeze.
Midweek we will, and it's going to be a fun one because we'll get into the 30s. We've got a couple of systems coming at us, and it's just adds to the trickiness of forecasting when we warm up a little bit. Rain, sleet, snow, all are possible. We have weather headlines for you, and the National Weather Service here in Detroit, actually up in White Lake, this morning was discussing the possibility of a wind chill advisory being issued later tonight, mainly for the overnight or early Tuesday morning hours, as the winds are supposed to begin cranking up a little bit more than what we're seeing out there today, and temperatures are going to be just as cold tomorrow morning. Wednesday, the official start of winter, the winter solstice at 5:44 a.m. And wouldn't you know it, Wednesday night, some snow approaching the area. Also have a system Christmas Eve and Christmas Day early, but one of the models calls for maybe a few inches of fresh snow on Christmas Day. So just stay tuned. We'll stay on top of that system. 14 degrees right now, plenty of sunshine. That wind out of the southwest is 14, and that keeps the feels like, or wind chill number, sub-zero, and that's dangerous stuff. Certainly hypothermia, frostbite concerns. Again, even more so tomorrow morning, but don't take anything for granted with this bright sunshine today. Those winds and feels like numbers can get you for sure. So everybody's in layers and sunglasses or goggles if we're out for a long period of time. Mostly sunny and cold overnight. 1 degree. Again, those wind chills 15 below or colder, especially as those winds start kicking up 6, 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And you know it's not just us. Look at everybody in the Great Lakes region and even areas out east, a lot colder than they would like to be. 27 in New York, 23 in Boston right now. You can see other areas like Green Bay only at 4 degrees. It's 6 in Chicago right now. And warmer air will start to come in here as those winds start cranking up, here's the setup for that. High pressure, stable weather maker is nearby, hence the sunshine out there today and tomorrow. Low pressure stays up north, scattered snow showers, but as these two get closer and closer, they sort of squeeze together and start to increase the winds, funneling right through. Here is our computer model, and it takes us through today without any problems other than the cold. Tomorrow morning, it is the chill, big time, and then through the afternoon, I think we're going to get into the 20s, but with that 10 to 20 mile an hour wind out of the southwest, it's not going to feel that much warmer tomorrow. By Wednesday, Thursday, the winds relax a little bit and will be in the 30s. Here is Wednesday. We mentioned the first day of winter and snow up in Wisconsin and in the UP through the morning hours, dropping our way for a snow chance late on Wednesday. And Thursday could be a dusting to maybe an inch in some spots, but low and middle 30s here. And again, that is a little tricky when it comes to the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day forecast, where we could have a little better chance, I think, for that mixing in with the snow on Saturday. But again, one model does call for all snow Sunday, Christmas Day, and what could be a few inches for the snowboards, sleds, and whatever you get under the tree.
All right, sounds good, Brandon. Thank you. Japanese automaker Toyota unveiling a new taxi that promises to provide easy access for those with disabilities. The taxi is the company's first in 12 years. The hybrid vehicle has a sliding door. The floor is about 2 feet lower than current taxis to make it more accessible for wheelchair users. Toyota's chief engineer says that it was built with the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics in mind. It's set to hit the market in 2017. No word yet when it may be here in the United States. Chinese cities are limiting the number of cars on the roads and have temporarily shut down factories to cut down pollution during a national red alert for smog. State media reported today that more than 700 companies stopped production in Beijing and that traffic police were restricting drivers by monitoring their license plate numbers. Dozens of cities closed schools and took other emergency measures after the red alert was issued from Friday night through Wednesday for much of northern China. China's long-standing air pollution is blamed on its reliance on coal and emissions from older cars. Still ahead here on Local 4, local high students coming together to give back. What these teens did to make sure one of their classmates has the best Christmas yet.
Replay song.
Welcome back, everybody. Finally this afternoon, of course, it is the season of giving, and this holiday is one that a Texas high school student will not soon forget.
J.R. Gilbert is a special needs student in San Antonio. When his classmates learned that he was wearing sneakers about 2.5 sizes too small, they decided to take action.
Oh, don't you love this? Take a look at how happy they made him. 20 students pitched in and raised $180 to buy the sophomore 2 pairs of Nike sneakers. On Friday, right before Christmas break, they gave J.R. the shoes. And as you can see, he was stoked, modeling off each of the individual pair of sneakers. This video has gone viral with almost 4 million views. Wow. We've been able to share so many acts of kindness from young people. It's really refreshing to see so much giving and that giving spirit among kids.
Why does it take Christmas season to bring it out of everybody? We should be year-round. We should be this nice.
It should be year-round. Hopefully this will inspire some others to do the same. Well, thanks for being with us, and certainly be safe outside in these cold temperatures. Limit your skin exposure and even any time outside.
Tomorrow morning going to be worse. Just know that.
Have a good day, everybody.